Is my voice audible? Am I audible?
Okay.
পয়েন্ট স্টাডি সেন্টার থেকে বলছিলাম। আজকে আমাদের একজন গেস্ট সাথে আছেন, তিনি হচ্ছেন থাই নিচু ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে প্রফেসর ডক্টর ফারদিন জোজন জোসেফ।
Yeah.
ক্লিয়ার, বাট আমি ওনার কথা তো শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, সো আমার
Headphone.
ওনার কথা শুনতে সরি, আমরা কিছুক্ষণ একটু ওয়েট করি, বিকজ টেকনিক্যাল একটু প্রবলেম চলছে, সো প্লিজ গিভ মি সাম টাইম প্লিজ।
Is my voice audible?
আপু আপনি কেন, কিন্তু আমার গেস্টের কথা আমার শুনতে হবে।
দেখি ফোন করা হবে। কথা বলে?
Sorry, sir, for our delay because little technical problem.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm listening. Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry,
How are
sir.
you?
Yeah. How was your day?
Pardon?
I said, how was your day?
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, welcome to our Foreign Studies Center.
It's my pleasure to meet you all.
Yes.
Like,
It's our pleasure to having you. Thank you so much for coming.
thank you.
Um, So we have little question for you about Taiwanese Institute of Technology. So please cooperate with us, and thank you so much again to join with us.
Okay. Please proceed with
Okay.
your
May
questions.
may I start asking?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Um, so it is a renowned university, we all know. So what facilities can get our student from this university?
Facilities in what sense you're mentioning? Like,
Like tuition fee, accommodation, or other things.
okay, for the tuition fee, like we are one of the very few universities who are getting an affordable fees for international programs. Like our tuition fee in Thai baht, it's like around 120 to 130,000 baht for the whole year, and there is no hidden fee and no extra fee other than this one. And if the student's profile is so good and if we are satisfied with their previous performance, I mean in their high school and their extracurricular activities, then we have the options to give scholarships based on their performance in the interview. So in that case, the tuition fee may further go down. But I cannot assure scholarship for everyone because we have 20 scholarships every year. So it's up to the students' merit. It's purely on merit basis. So this is about the tuition fee. And another thing is that I would like to say that in this Chai Nichi Institute of Technology, I have observed that there is no difference in the fee between an international, I mean, the foreigner student as well as a local Thai student. Like the foreigners usually pay the same fee as we get from the local Thai people. So that is a remarkable aspect of Tainichi. As far as the accommodation concerned, we help the students to get an accommodation in the very closest proximity of the university itself. So, like the other international students we have from Bhutan, Algeria, and then from India, and then we have students from Philippines, Malaysia. So, we do provide accommodation assistance to all the students with a very affordable prices. So, getting an accommodation is not a big problem. Also, we have a halal restaurant in our cafeteria to cater the food dietary needs of the Muslim students. So that is a very inclusive environment we have in our university.
Okay, thank you for your brief. And now I want to know that application process.
Application process is right now it is online. Like the students who are coming through your consultancy, you can help them applying through that online portal. I have already shared the link, that inter.tni.ac.th. You can apply through that website itself, and the students can will be getting a call for interview through that portal. And they can right now we have started the round for the scholarship admissions. So the application deadline is until the 31st of March 2022.
Okay, that is the process. So,
Yes.
to gain the scholarship or this facility, our student have to face interviews, right?
Yes. If they don't
Yes.
want the scholarship, they don't need to take the interviews. But for scholarships, interviews are must.
Okay. Which kind of student get this scholarship?
Mostly, if their spoken English or the English communication is good enough, and their GPA during their high school is competently good, like for example, if I say like the Indian subcontinent level, like it's in the top percentile, then easily they can get a scholarship.
Okay, sir. I know that the Thai universities are very good environment. So I want to listen about the Thai University's environment actually.
We are a peculiar among all the universities providing international programs. We are a Thai Japanese university. We do have only three faculty, that is a faculty of information technology, faculty of engineering, and the faculty of business administration. For
Okay.
these faculties, the need for these faculty is that we cater the manpower needs of the Japanese companies specifically functioning in Thailand. There are tons of companies, I mean Japanese companies alone in Thailand, in manufacturing sector, in IT, and many other service sector as well, even for business field also. So these companies require students who can speak Japanese. That will be an added advantage for them. So our university students learn Japanese also as a part of the curriculum. I would like to stress something, that there is no extra fee for learning Japanese like what you see in other universities. Japanese language learning is a part of the curriculum. They will take 4 semesters of learning Japanese, and they don't require prior Japanese knowledge before joining the university also. They can start right from the scratch, and they can learn within that 4 semesters. They will be able to communicate. I have seen like the foreigner students within 1 semester they start typing in Japanese in social media. So that kind of expertise I have seen so far. So I don't want to give a false promise. I don't want to create like a super hype about my university, but I am saying like what it is really happening. So this university is like mainly with the Japanese language and as well as with the Japanese culture. So this, it's like a kind of very transparent system we have.
Okay. Sir, for our students, I have to translate Bangla for the students, so please don't mind.
It's it's okay. You can proceed, please.
Okay. Um, আমি আমার বাঙালি স্টুডেন্টদের জন্য বলবো যে স্যার আমাদের যেটা বললেন যে আপনারা স্কলারশিপ পেতে পারেন 20 ক্যাটাগরিতে আর হচ্ছে আমাদের ফ্যাসিলিটিস রয়েছে আপনি টিউশন ফি বা কিছুর উপরে যে স্কলারশিপটা যদি পান সেক্ষেত্রে আপনাদের ইন্টারভিউ ফেস করতে হবে আর স্যার খুব সুন্দর করে ইউনিভার্সিটির একটা এনভায়রনমেন্টের বর্ণনা দিয়েছে যে আদার কান্ট্রিজ থেকে আমাদের এই থাইনিচ ইউনিভার্সিটিটা কেন আলাদা বা কেন আমরা এই ইউনিভার্সিটিতে চুজ করতে পারি। Okay, sir. I have another question for you. That is there any opportunity for job during the study?
Actually, we are happy to provide such opportunities to the students, but because of the Thai government regulations, those who are coming inside the Kingdom of Thailand, are not supposed to work by having a non-immigrant education visa. So that limitation applies to every university. But still, we help the students to get an internship during their odd semester of the fourth year during their study. So I can tell very confidently that they don't need to just roam around the city, walk into the company, look for the opportunity. That doesn't happen. We have our own cooperative studies center. That cooperative studies center will assist the students to get the internships from the university itself.
Okay. So most of the student ask the question that is what are the career opportunity by getting the offer courses?
Let me start with data science and analytics. So this is offered by the Faculty of Information Technology. These three international courses I'm talking about is started in 2018, and I have been an assistant professor with the data science and analytics, and I am teaching specifically for this international program. Being a faculty member for this program, I see the students getting the job offers of being a data scientist specifically, because in Thailand many companies are looking for data scientists than IT software engineers or anything like that, because this field of AI and artificial intelligence and the data science is having a kind of disruptive uh, evolution right now in the field of technology. So they can become a data scientist, they can become like a machine learning engineer, or like they can become like a, artificial intelligence expert, and at the worst case they can go as a software employee. I don't recommend my students to go as a software employee. Most of our students get settled as either as a data scientist or a data analyst, which has more pay than the normal software engineer jobs. And secondly, for digital engineering, they have the job opportunities in the engineering sector, like the robotic process automation, mechatronics, AI into the machineries. So those kind of fields are possible for digital engineering. And also they also can have some courses specific to data science as some electives or something like that, and then they can become data scientist as well. And then we have global business management. This is specifically to cater the international business management in the companies. So most of our recruiters are from Japan, like I had my students getting selected in companies like Toyota, Adecco, and then in Accenture, and then few other Japanese companies. And we have the Japanese Software Companies Association, which has strong tie-ups with our university, and they also issue scholarships to our meritorious students. So that kind of tie-ups we have specifically with our university. So the jobs which we provide for the students is not like they study in this discipline and they work in another discipline. That doesn't happen at all. If he is a data science student, then that student will definitely get into the core job of data scientist or something related to that. If he is into engineering, he will definitely go into that engineering, not into something allied or something like that. Definitely into the core industry. So far we have been successful. 100 percentage of Chinese students are placed in their respective core companies.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your nice space. My next question is why students are choose this university? Why not other university? You know that there are a lot of university in the world, right? So why students choose Chinese university?
So this university is like most of our students who come here are like fond of Japan. The first parameter is that in Thailand and some other countries, they are quite fond of one Japanese scholarship called MEXT scholarship. That is the Japanese government scholarship. So those who are not successful enough in getting that kind of scholarship, they opt us because we are a Japanese university and we are tied up with almost every Japanese university in Japan. So the students will definitely get an opportunity for a student exchange with a Japanese university. Also, those who graduate, if they plan for their masters, they can apply for a Japanese university, and it is easy to get scholarship in those universities because our students are having Japanese language proficiency. Secondly, because of this Japanese environment, they can fit into the Japanese culture easily. And as I know that Bangladesh is a very thickly populated country, and you are having like people to go out and work. And if you see in Japan, it is like a super aging society. They really need people who work in IT and other kind of technical stuff. They need IT solutions, AI solutions to help solve the problems of the elderly. So this kind of issues are there. So they are welcoming the experts from all over the world. So if any student graduates from my university and gets a Japanese language proficiency, it is very easy to go into Japan. Like normally we can say like you have a huge demand for jobs and you have very a lot many number of people, and another country is having limited number of population and they look for experts. It is an easy way to for the people to get into there. And also like in my university it is like it is a very open and warm environment for international students. So far I have seen myself as a faculty member, and also I have seen the environment for the students. So this has been a very warm environment for the foreigner community in this university. So that is one aspect. And the secondly is the affordability. If you go to another country in the ASEAN region, for example, you take Malaysia or Singapore, the tuition fee is much lesser than those countries, as well as those even we are having less tuition fee than the public universities in Thailand. Like the tuition fee which I mentioned for 120,000 Thai baht, that will be like roughly around 3,500 to 4,000 US dollars. And there is no extra or hidden fee, as I mentioned. So this affordability will help the students to get the same quality of education which they get from that high paid universities. So these are the factors I put forth for the students to make use of it. So it will. That's what I see.
Okay, sir. Sir, do you have any Bangladeshi student? Can you share with us?
We had one Bangladeshi student.
Okay.
She was in which course? She was in international business management, this global business management, and she was there for a couple of years, and then she had to move back to Bangladesh. So then she was there for 2 years with us, and now I
Okay.
think she had to discontinue because she had to move back to Bangladesh. Yeah.
So, do you have any suggestion for our student,
In
Bangladeshi
what sense?
student? Sorry,
So it's like a good
like
option.
about
Like
the study, about their career, or what they have to do or not to do.
what I recommend the Bangladeshi students is that for this education, if they can invest certain amount of money and just finish their education, there is a promising opportunity in Thailand as well as in Japan. So okay, fine. We are not able to provide the part-time job opportunities because of the government policies. I don't want to give any false promises. You may hear from some other universities that the students can work and something like that. But I can tell you firmly that if anybody comes into the Kingdom of Thailand with the education visa and works, then they are prosecutable under the laws of the country. So we don't want the students to risk their lives and spoil their career. So what I say is the truth. Just 4 years, study peacefully, and there is a promising avenue of job offers as well as the internships. And I can say that whoever comes to us definitely will be successful. And this has been our what we have been doing for the past 1 decade, more than a decade now.
সাউন্ডটা শোনা যাচ্ছে না, আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, একটু সাপোর্ট করবে? I'm sorry, I face again problem, so please give me some
Okay.
time on it. Sorry, sir, for interrupt. Actually,
It's okay.
okay. So we are authorized agent for an study center. Around 200 students are available in many countries in the world, like India, China, Malaysia, and you said on student of Bangladesh you have. So we provide service successfully almost 5 years. So tell our student about our agency, please.
Yeah, like recently, your consultancy have been approved by my university to recruit students for these international programs, and we are happy to see Bangladeshi students through your consultancy in the very next academic year because in the academic year which starts in 2022 June, we plan to go for fully offline because right now in Bangkok, more than 90 percentage of the population is fully vaccinated, and the numbers are dropping down from the recent peak of coronavirus numbers. So we are very positive in having the students in the offline mode, and I hope to see a lot of Bangladeshi students through your consultancy uh, in the next academic year. And though we open the classes in June 2022, we encourage the students to apply from now and ensure their seats so they can. Uh, it's not like we get the application until certain time and then we segregate. It's like based on the profile of the students and the number of applications coming over time, we finalize the admissions. So this is what we do. So I recommend the students to start sending the applications to our international programs. I mean, you can start doing from now, so then we can consider it for getting an admission confirmed by the month of March 2022, and then you will have like April and May for proceeding with the documents for visa and other formalities. Like for visa, you need to take the non-immigrant ED visa. So for that visa, Tiny Institute of Technology will provide all the necessary documentations which are genuine enough for any applicant from Bangladesh to get a visa and then come to our university. Like we don't normally encourage the students to come in a tourist visa and then take a risk to convert it into a non-immigrant ED visa. But most of our international students, they directly get the non-immigrant ED visa from the Thai embassy in Bangladesh and then come to us. So it's very transparent and genuine as per the law rule book we follow.
Okay, so thank you so much for giving us your time, valuable time. So that's all for today, maybe.
Yeah, like apart from these three international programs, we are having a plan to open three more international courses in the next academic year, which starts in June. So I'm not saying anything about that because we are in the process of getting the approvals. But tentatively, I can say that there are three courses like digital media and animation, that is one course, and that is from the Faculty of IT. And then we have engineering business management, and then we have Japanese for international business. So these three courses are in the process of approvals. So hopefully we will get it soon, and once I get it confirmed, I will inform your consultancy that you can recruit in those courses as well. So I hope to see Bangladeshi students very soon, and I'm very happy to see you all today in this meeting, and it's nice meeting you all. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity on behalf of Tainichi Institute of Technology.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're such a nice person, and we will all work together, inshallah. So, okay, that's all for today. Have a
Thank you.
safe journey. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a leave.